besties. Welcome back to the Girls That Get It podcast with your hosts, Ken and Han. Don't think we forgot. We're back, okay? We're still going. We came back for 2 episodes, and we're still here. We're going strong with episode 3, and that's really all you need to know.
That's all there is to it.
We're just going to do a good old catch-up today and kind of just chit-chat with each other and talk about what's been up in our lives in the last couple weeks, and then just see where the conversation takes us. So without further ado, how are you, Ken? How was your week? What's been going on? Give us the full rundown.
I'm okay. I feel like I have had a rough couple, well, not rough. I had a really great week, and then it followed by last week a really not so great week. The core of my problems is it was just a tough week at work.
Yeah.
It was the end of our fiscal year last week, so of course, like, I feel like tensions are high. I feel like there's lots of pressure, which wasn't even as much as I'd felt in years past. So, like, in a way, that's not even a good excuse. It was Wednesday, and I looked at my calendar, and I had 9 appointments booked that week and 0 time to actually do the designs. And like 9 appointments is a busy week anyway, but I kind of just like, I didn't do it at work because I feel like where I'm at now, I can't really be emotional, but I kind of just like looked at my boss and I was like, I need to go home. Like, I think I've lost my marbles. And I wasn't sleeping well. I'm not feeling like 100%. And it's just one of those things, like, when you're kind of in that funk, everything falls out of cycle. You're unmotivated, so you don't work out, and then you eat unhealthy, and then like, and all I did this past weekend, I'm sharing this to be honest, not necessarily to be relatable, but I literally just stayed in bed. Like, I didn't want to do anything.
Continue.
Is everything okay?
I thought it froze for a second, but I don't think it did. Continue.
Okay. Yeah, I just hung out at home. I stayed in bed. I watched Gossip Girl. I moved from my sofa to my bed, from my bed to my sofa. I did do some chores. I need to get a lot better self-reflection. I need to get a lot better about just like doing things in the moment. I'm like, I'll do that later. I'll do that later.
Yeah. And then later comes and
then there's too much to do, and it's like, I don't want to spend my weekend like just tidying my little apartment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hosting. Well, we'll get there. I'm hosting people to my apartment.
You're jumping the gun.
Sorry.
You're good.
But then the week before that, I had a really great week. I was out and about more. I had a better week at work, and I feel like I'm still picking up the pieces. To be honest, last week, not to just continue to blab.
No, you're good. That's the point.
I kind of just like had the epiphany, and I think I've had various versions of it, but I was like, oh shit, I live in Indianapolis.
Yeah. This ain't Kansas anymore. And by Kansas, I mean Denver.
Yeah. And I never thought Denver or Colorado would feel so much like home, and it was probably the people, to be honest, but I don't dislike Indiana. Let me just put that straightforward. It's just that interim time where I haven't got planted yet. I don't have my people. And it takes time. Like, I remember even in Denver, it probably took me 6 months, if not longer, to have like basically solid plans every weekend. Yeah. Maybe even a full year, if I'm being 100% honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's really normal. I've been in Charlotte a little bit longer than you've been in Indy, and I still don't have anything close to like a blooming social life.
Yeah.
So it's not.
But you're like, you have a relationship, which kind of helps too.
Yeah, it helps, and it also kind of hurts. Not
for
that
sure,
it's bad,
for sure.
But like, it can make me get too comfortable sometimes and not want to put myself out there because I'm like, oh well, I just know that my boyfriend's coming this weekend, so why would I do anything else?
Totally.
But yeah.
No, I agree, and yeah, it was just one of those, like, if you know me, I think my superpower is being alone, but it was one of the few times I was like, damn, I don't really want to be alone, or I wish
you had someone or like a group of people to go hang out with or do this or do that.
Yeah, and I just missed like my comfort people. I feel like I in my life, like my character's role basically is just to be the girl that goes out and does it all, which I wouldn't want it any other way. But I'm like, what if the girl wants to hang out with her friends? Like, what if the girl just wants to be a girl? What if the girl, wants to do all those things, which I know I do, but I've been so all gas, no brakes, career grind. I definitely just had a little bit of burnout and a little bit of, and it's one of those things like I had like this. I didn't really want to go back to work. It's not that I didn't have a good day or didn't enjoy it, but I was like, I kind of just want to keep doing nothing right now, and I got to change that because that's not healthy and that's not good. And
well, it's normal and fine to do that every once in a while and have your times and your days where you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna rot and be a blob on the couch. But to your point, to always continuously do it, that's when it can get bad, and you gotta pull yourself out of it and try to do things to make yourself feel a little better, motivated. But I get that it's easy to get in that slump, especially when you don't have like a ton of plans going on. So totally can relate.
I just also don't feel like my bubbly self. Like usually I'm like able to snap out of it and can see the bright side, and right now I'm just like,
you're just like, I just don't feel like it.
I'm just kind of mid. I don't really have plans for the Super Bowl, and that also makes me sad.
Yeah, you're a big Super Bowl, well, not even Super Bowl, but just like sports events girly.
I know.
Which I don't really have plans for the Super Bowl either. I mean, I'm gonna watch it with John, but I don't know if we're gonna go out and watch it or just watch it in my living room.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna watch it by myself.
Well, it's better than not watching it at all.
That's true.
Are you working on Sunday?
No, right now I'm off Sunday, Mondays.
Okay. That'll be good. Wait, today's Tuesday, not Monday. You worked today, though.
I did work today.
Yeah, okay, then never mind. Well, that'll be fun at least to see it. Who do you think? Well, now we're
oh, sorry.
Now we're jumping ahead, but that's okay. Who do you think's gonna win?
Better be the Chiefs, baby. Chiefs.
See, people are mad though. People are upset.
They're gonna be mad about everything.
They're irritated. Yeah, I know. That's true. I guess
they don't want the 3-peat and they don't want the T Swift win. And you know what?
True. And also, I think, well, I guess this gives the Eagles a chance to redeem themselves from 2 years ago when they played the Chiefs. But I get that people are tired of Patrick Mahomes or whatever. And honestly, I don't even know what he does or I don't know his personality at all. I don't really keep up with football, and I definitely don't keep up with their lives outside of playing the game. But I guess people are tired of seeing him, or they think that he's in cahoots with the refs or something. Is that true, or is that just like a theory?
It's just a theory. There's no facts. There is lots of the game is rigged slander out there.
Yeah.
Which I just think no matter what team is winning, what season it is, that's going to be the narrative.
So true. People are going to have negative opinions regardless.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, I think we've all watched games that the plays don't go one team's way, or even maybe calls aren't being made for either team.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you're going to chalk up losing something to someone besides the people playing the game, that's just whack to me.
Yeah, it's do you really have to blame some outside force because y'all just can't accept the fact that you lost?
Yeah, and if you were that undeniably good, there wouldn't be a contest anyway. It would just be the best is the best. And
yeah, that's true.
I would love to see, because I don't think the 3-peat has been done before. Everyone keeps saying the Patriots have done it, and I don't think so.
I don't know if the Patriots have done it, but regardless of if they have or not, that's still very impressive and has only been done once, if ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess, I have to root for the Chiefs because my dad and my brother
you guys
are Chiefs fans.
Authentic Chiefs fans.
Yeah, they're legit. They've been, at least my dad has been a Chiefs fan for as long as he can remember because he went to college in Kansas and he lived there for a while. And then obviously when Sam was growing up and got into sports, he just followed my dad's lead. So yeah, I guess by default, I'm a Chiefs fan. I like watching the Super Bowl though, as much as I don't care about football. And during the regular season, I'm I couldn't be affected either way if I watch football on Sunday. I do like watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think most Americans do. I mean, even if they're not huge football fans, it's a good time, and hopefully it'll be a good game and not be like a complete washout one way or the other.
Yeah. I'm
How do
with
we
you.
feel about the halftime show? You don't
I didn't think I love Kendrick's music, and I should give him a little grace. I didn't think he like really he didn't wow. Well, I just came off of watching the Grammys.
I was gonna say he won well.
Well, and I think he deserves the clean sweep. I definitely think, and I know this is controversial with you because of Drake, but like that song definitely had its moment this year. I thought it was great writing. Like the whole thing was just great, but his speeches in particular, they were just dumb. He looked like he was like high AF and just didn't know where he was. And that's fine, but like I don't really want to go watch you repeat that.
Yeah. I didn't even see the only speech. Well, the only thing I saw was him accepting the award from Miley when she said something about like
Beyonce.
I'm gonna say Beyonce even if it's not, like haha, and then it was him, and then he like went up on the stage and took the award, and I don't even know what he said then. I think he said low-key nothing, and that's why I was like, oh, okay. But I feel like he's low-key been known for like which I don't know if I agree with this or how true it is, but I feel like his quote unquote brand is like he's just a rapper. He's not like into all the like bells and whistles of like presenting himself. So like maybe it has something to do with that.
I've just seen him do like Jimmy Fallon or other like late night stuff, and he can at least put a sentence together.
Yeah, maybe he was just feeling too good and he couldn't pull himself together.
Which it's his night. Let him do him, and who knows what kind of day he had. But I was just like, okay. Which that doesn't mean he'll have a bad halftime performance. I think it's cool SZA's gonna be there.
I mean, I was gonna say I really like SZA, so I hope that she adds a little spunky addition to it. I wonder what songs they'll do. I wonder if they'll do. I know they have some old songs together, and then they have a couple new ones from both of their new albums. So I wonder if they'll just do the new ones or if they'll do any old ones.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm kind of surprised he was the pick, just because I feel like he's so current, and I feel like they try to pick someone that's like 2 generations older because that's the crowd at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they did Usher one year, which he is a little older. They did Rihanna, which like
I would consider her. She's not as current as Kendrick, but she's not as old as Usher.
Yeah, but she's still like she had her like bangers back in like 2000, the 2000s, like 2008, 7.
That's true.
You think about it, that was a long time ago. We were just children. So
that's true.
I guess it is an interesting pick, but hopefully he'll put on a good show. I haven't really seen. Actually, that's a lie. I saw Kendrick Lamar in concert one time, a long time ago.
No way.
Yeah, me and Josh went with Lena.
Was this the like amphitheater? There was like a bunch of yeah.
It was like a big like not music festival, but it was like a bunch of artists on one stage in that like outdoor amphitheater. I don't know if it was in Raleigh. I kind of think it was, or maybe it was.
That sounds right.
Somewhere close by. I don't know, but we went and Kendrick performed, and that was like, well, that was the only time I've ever seen him live, but that was like the first time I really was ever listening to his music, and I was like, who is this guy? And I can't remember if he was good or not. I wasn't really paying attention, I don't think, because we were sitting way in the back and we were kind of just there for the vibes. So I don't know what his performances are like. I don't know if he puts on a show where he's like dancing and moving around the stage, or if he just kind of stands there with the microphone and starts spitting.
I know.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's where, I don't know if you remember a couple years ago when they had the Super Bowl in LA and they had like...
Oh, the hip-hop guys.
That
was good.
I thought that was really good because they did a good medley of like enough people it didn't get boring.
Yeah.
And then they also had the stage, I think, interesting enough. Because to your point, a lot of rappers just like vibe.
They're just kind of there. Yeah, I don't really know if they have
I'm
like
a sucker for the. I don't need like pyrotechnics, but I like a good.
You need a little
dance number, a little
something.
Yeah.
Surely
production.
he'll have like dancers or like some. It's the Super Bowl. I don't think that they would which I don't know if he has full control over the performance or if like they say
so.
that they need input or something, but surely he wouldn't agree to do the Super Bowl if he was just going to go sit in a chair and speak into the microphone.
Well, because they don't get paid, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that means thus they pay for the production.
Oh, maybe they like get a budget.
They don't get paid because production, like they have
cost
a budget. Much. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know the answer to that, but I hope that I hope it's a little something. I don't need, like you said, fireworks, but like a little something would be be nice. But
I can't doubt him because even not Ari's, Rihanna's, I would put it on the more simpler side. But it was one of my most favorites because it's not like she did a bunch of set changes or outfit changes, but like there was enough with the dancers and the color. I don't know.
Yeah, the dancers were good. That was a good show. And it's Rihanna, so I mean, you kind of can't go wrong. But good luck to Kendrick. Hopefully. People are saying, too, they're like, this would... So I saw something on TikTok today that was like, this is the perfect moment for them to do like a Taylor Swift cameo in the halftime show. And I'm like, y'all, I don't think that she would do that, especially because the Chiefs are playing.
I don't think she would do it until after Travis retires.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think she's... interested in taking his moment away and making it about her.
I don't even know if she ever would do it just because...
Just period?
I think she's aware that if she, at least right now, if she were to do it, it would become like going to see Taylor Swift's concert rather than going to see...
the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because as one of her biggest fans, unfortunately, she is that big. Like it's
maybe that's why it would be better if she did it this year then as a surprise so that people can't plan ahead. No, I don't think it's a good idea to do this year. I don't think so. She can stick to her
and even though I like Bad Blood, I feel like it'd be so out of character with everything else he's got going on.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It doesn't really flow. Maybe next time, Taylor. Maybe in 10 years, like she can come back and do like an Eras tour Super Bowl show. That'd be good. Like down the line.
Yeah. What song would you pick, man? She's got too many.
You better squeeze it all in 15 minutes. Is that how long it is?
I thought it was like 9.
Oh yeah, maybe it is actually. That sounds more right actually.
Just with takedown and put up like assembly.
She better do it on 5 times speed rendition of every song.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I guess our official prediction is that the Chiefs are gonna win.
Yeah, Team Chiefs.
Since
I also think it would just be so bittersweet for Jason Kelce to be like, I could have pushed through 2 more years to win if the Eagles win.
Oh yeah, that would kind of be a slap in the face.
Not that I like. He seems like, honestly, he's thriving now with all of his endorsements and media deals. He's got a late night show. He's on ESPN. Like, he is just as busy as ever.
Yeah.
But I think it would be a punch to the
It would kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah. Which, granted, you never know if they'd make it this far in a different world.
Different players. You have no idea what could happen or whatever it may be. So it could have been a different result anyway, but...
Yeah. Well, enough about me and my tangents. How are you? What's your latest update?
Honestly, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm just living. I'm just chilling. I'm just,
just like I'm fine.
No, I feel like work is fine. It's the usual. Nothing crazy, nothing great, nothing good has happened. It's just regular old work. So on that front, we're good. Not last weekend, but the weekend before, which I don't even know if you know this, honestly, but 2 weekends ago, Sam came to Charlotte, and
I did not know this.
You didn't know this? Yeah, no. My brother came to Charlotte, and the reason he came was because we followed this really small country artist who we found through this other, he opened for somebody else that we saw like 2 years ago. And so ever since then we followed him on Instagram and have just been like keeping up with his stuff. And I think like the first week of January, Sam sent me like an Instagram story from this guy that was like, "Oh, I'm going on tour, like going to do some shows in Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Like, get your tickets, da 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 da." And Sam sent it to me, and he was like, "Oh, it'd be sick to go see him." And I was like, "Oh yeah, haha, whatever." Then I looked, and turns out the guy was going to freaking Yadkinville, which is the tiniest town in the middle of nowhere in North Carolina, and it's like an hour between Boone and Charlotte. So it's only an hour away. It's super close. So I was like, let's go. Tickets are $20. It's literally an hour away, and why not? So Sam came and we went to that concert. John came too. And then oddly enough, two of me and John's friends from grad school live in Yadkinville because that's where they grew up. And then that's how they went to App because it was an hour away.
Yeah.
And so we met up with them. And we went and had dinner with them, and then we went to the concert, and the concert was teeny tiny. It was so small, but it was so good because we were super close. It was a great show. And then afterwards, we talked to the guy who was putting on the show. It was like that small. We like,
oh damn, like the artist.
Oh yeah.
Okay, backstage.
Oh yeah. No, we didn't fully go backstage. But yeah, we were talking to him afterwards, and we were just like, yeah, great show, da 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 da. And then Sam was like, hey man, this might be weird, but I have a fresh case of PBR in my truck. Could I get you to sign it?
Stop.
And he was like, yeah, man, no problem. Just meet me around back. Like, I'm gonna finish up like putting away these T-shirts and stuff, and then like we're gonna load my van, but meet me in the back, and I'll sign your PBR case. So we literally go to the back of this venue that's like super small, and we're sitting out there waiting, and here he comes out the back of the building, and he comes over and signs Sam's case of PBR, and we just like talk for a second. He was really nice. I took a picture of him and Sam.
I'm surprised y'all didn't invite him to go out or something.
Well, he was driving back that night to go somewhere else, so I don't know where he was going. Otherwise Sam probably would have, or if we were anywhere that was in a super small town where nothing's open, so if we were like somewhere that had shit happening, maybe we would have. But it was nice enough for him to stop and like talk to us for a minute.
Did Sam bring that case just for him to sign?
Yes.
What's he gonna do with that?
Put it in his room and stare at it. Who the hell knows?
Oh, I didn't know if he like did like that was his thing. I didn't know.
He's never done that before. He just came up with the idea when we were at the store getting ice, because we were putting beers in a cooler in the back because we didn't know if they sold alcohol, and Sam was like, I'm gonna drink a beer in the parking lot, and then he was like, let me actually buy a case and ask him to sign it. And I was like, okay. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then he followed me on Instagram.
The guy?
The guy.
Oh my gosh.
I followed him like
a local celebrity.
I followed him after the show because I guess I wasn't officially following him on Instagram. I would just like check up on his stuff. And then he followed me back, and I showed it to Sam, and I was like, ha ha, I'm famous. Gotcha. You're not. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We went to the concert one night, and then another night that Sam was here, we went out in Charlotte, and that was good. We just went to this little tiny hole in the wall bar that Sam found, or I think he went one year with somebody else. I don't freaking know, but it was fun. It was good. It was a good change of scenery, and nice to get out and do stuff. So yeah, that was all good things. And other than that, I've just kind of been chilling, doing my thing, trying to get on my health grind. I don't know. Oh, I went to a yoga class, which I told you about. I don't know if I mentioned it on here. But yeah, I decided to go to this yoga class because I was like, I needed to try to put myself out there and talk to people that aren't me, myself, and I. So I did, but I didn't make any friends, so that sucks. Well, I talked to these two girls who were sitting next to me, and they were really nice, but like, I don't know why I just felt awkward. Like, how am I supposed to ask for their phone number? Like, am I just supposed to be like,
Put yourself out there.
I might just be like, hey, it was fun talking to you during this yoga class. Can I get your number?
Yeah.
Like, why is being rejected by a friend
You
scarier
gotta
than being
play
rejected
the
by a
I'm
man?
a loser card. Say hi, like I just moved here. I don't have any friends.
But if I advertise myself as a loser, they're not gonna want to be my friend.
You don't say I'm a loser. You just say I'm new. I don't know anyone.
Gotcha. Well,
Would
maybe
you
next time.
mind if I get your number in case, like, I ever want to hang out or something, or in case?
Well,
I
next
would give
time
my number to someone.
next time I would too, and that's why I'm like, if somebody came up to me and asked, I would be all about it. So I don't know why I'm so afraid. But
Yeah.
I swear getting rejected by a friend is scarier than getting rejected by a man. I don't know why.
No.
Maybe that's a me problem. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think I'm the other way around.
You'd rather be rejected by a rando friend than a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. They both have their ups and downs.
They both do, but like, doesn't it like hurt your ego a little bit when a man's like,
I don't want you.
he's like, thanks, no thanks.
I feel like it. I just chalk it up to something's wrong with him. I'm like, you're
For sure.
I don't know.
But yeah.
So yeah,
I feel like girls don't get rejected often, so when we do, like, it sticks with us.
I can see your point with that actually.
It's like we've low key been dealing with mean girls since we were born. So
yeah, true. So yeah,
maybe
that's really.
I am just a mean girl.
Maybe you're the problem and I the
Maybe
drama. Is it me?
Yeah. Now I'm like, why does that not bother me? Maybe I'm a bitch.
That's funny. Yeah, that's really all I got as far as updates. I'm trying to think of anything else. I still need some artwork for this wall, so if anyone has suggestions, please comment below. I know I thought I had an idea and then I just got lazy and never.
What was your idea again?
Well, I thought I wanted like three 1,
things.
2, 3 and them like kind of go together, which I still might do, but then I just got lazy and I was like, now I'm like, wait, is that still a good idea or no? I don't know.
Yeah, I just ordered some stuff from work the other day because we were having a sale.
I also don't know where to get it because I'm like, I'm not at a place where I'm willing to spend a ton of money on it, but at the same time I don't want it to be like a piece of crap. Like,
I feel like there's only high and low. There's not a great middle market.
There's no
these
middle.
days.
See,
it's either dirt cheap, you getting what you pay for, or why is that much?
Yeah, that's my problem. That is my problem. And also I just don't know what. I'm just too picky. I just need to just pick something and go with it. It's not that serious. So
I would say art for me is typically the last thing I put up.
Yeah, I don't have any. I mean, I have one. Well, I have shelves over here, and then I have one piece of art over my like little dining table. But that's
I need
like
to update my frames. I did my frame wall, and I got some stuff I want to hang, but it's whatever.
It'll come with time. Sometimes I swear, like at my old place when I lived in Boone, by the time I moved out, I still wasn't done decorating. So
yeah, if it's not something you like set aside time to do, you just won't. It's like the little piles that accumulate in the corners of like, that goes somewhere else, but I'm gonna leave it there for now.
For sure, and then it just stays there forever, and you're like, oh, I guess you live there now.
Yeah, and then it's time for you to move out, and you're like, never did that.
You're like, well, damn, I guess I'm forced to move it now because I'm literally moving out.
That's the best part about moving, in my opinion.
It makes you do things.
Yeah.
That is true.
Because I know in my first place in Denver, when I was there for 2 years, by the time I was moving out, I was like, damn, I know I have not touched some of this shit for like a whole year or 2 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that'll happen.
Obviously, that's the sign to get rid of it because you didn't touch it.
You didn't touch it. You didn't miss it. You didn't even notice it was there.
Yeah. How many things do I have tucked away either like under my bed or in a cabinet that I'm like, I just don't want to get that out?
Oh, a million, I'm sure. I probably do too. And I put it there thinking I'm going to use it, and then I don't even remember that it's there until I'm moving. Yeah. You don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
That is how it be.
Oh, I have one question before we talk about, I don't know what else, Valentine's Day or something. Have you ever had chomp sticks?
Yeah, I got a bag.
Do you like them, or is this a scam, or is everyone lying? Because I think everybody's lying.
I think they're good, but if you're used to a Slim Jim, it's not close.
See, I don't like Slim Jims.
Oh.
And so I was like, maybe I'll like these because it's like different.
There's less, from what I can understand, preservatives and like artificial stuff in the chomps.
Yeah, I feel like it's supposed to be healthy is what
do you not like about it?
I don't know. I just think the flavor is bad. And I think the texture is weird. So all of it.
The texture I get because there's like the harder outside and you gotta like rip through it basically to get to the inside.
But like I want to like it so bad because everybody's like chomps this, chomps that. I'm partnered with chomps. I'm eating chomps. My kids are eating chomps.
You trying to get Have you tried cutting them up into smaller pieces?
No, I just got one at the store because I was hungry one day and I saw it in the checkout line and I just started gnawing on it as soon as I left the store and I was like, oh, this is not what I expected. So I don't know. Maybe I should try to make it cuter and like put it in with like a cute little snack box or something.
Yeah, that's how I'll do mine. And then whether it's a Slim Jim or a Chomps, I will keep that like in my car in the bottom of my lunchbox just in case like need protein or something.
Yeah, or maybe I should try a different flavor because I know they have like.
Yeah, what color was the wrapper on yours?
It was red, which is the one.
That's the one.
That's what I'm saying. I think I need to try it again, but I feel like I know I'm gonna hate it.
I will say too, when you're in the process, and I think you eat pretty healthy anyway, but when you're in the process of like switching from like not really thinking about what you eat to thinking about what you eat,
yeah,
I think there's an adjustment period that if you can get over that hump, you'll start to like it. But of course, it's not going to taste like the type of things like for me, it's chips.
Yeah,
like I'll do like a chip alternative, and I'm like, of course, it's not as good as a real chip
because it's not a chip. Yeah,
because it's not supposed to be when I'm expecting the same.
I know. I feel like with chomps, it's just gonna be maybe will force myself to like it one day by eating it so many times that eventually I'll like it. That's what I did with White Claws. I used to hate White Claws.
I forgot about that, and that's really. Have you? Anyway, that's crazy.
Yeah, I used to hate them. I thought they were disgusting. I like refused it, and now it's not my favorite. Like it's not my go-to. Always get it, but like I will definitely enjoy a White Claw.
I pick a seltzer most days of the week.
Yeah, no, I used to be.
It's not a cocktail; it's a seltzer. For me.
I used to despise them, and now I'm all about it. So I don't know what happened there. I think I just forced myself to drink it.
Especially a lemon or a tangerine.
Oh, definitely. If you give me lime, though, I'm out. I am out.
Lime is definitely the worst one. What's crazy is I got a pack of seltzers the other day because I did dry January, but I was like, I should just have some. You know, I like to stay stocked.
Yeah.
If there's one thing about me is I'm stocked.
Especially when it comes to drinks and not even alcohol, but just like all types of drinks.
Yeah, I've got a lot.
Which, by the way, have you used that drink thing that I got you for Christmas?
Yes, I love it.
Is it good?
Yes, it's so fabulous.
Okay, that's good. I'd love to hear it.
I've been debating if I should ask you for the exact link because I technically could fit one more row, but I don't know if that's just obsessive. Like, do I need to cut down my drinks?
Maybe. Or do you need to add another row?
Well, the thing is, you can only fit like 6 cans per thing, which is fine. But typically, you're at least buying a 12-pack.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like, might as well have 2 rows of each.
Yeah, I see your point. That's something to think about for sure.
Yeah, but no, I love a good beverageino.
Yeah, especially out of a can. I feel like it's just so satisfying to hear that can pop.
Yeah, the can pop. And then I feel like Swig is the new version of this, but back in the day when I was trying to be healthy, I would take like a sparkling water and put like a Crystal Light packet in it or something that was like 0 calories if I wanted to feel like a soda without the everything
without
of the soda.
The sugar and the this and the that. Yeah,
and that's really what Swig is.
Essentially,
so,
yeah.
I've just like really become the little mocktail bartender. I've got 4 syrups now. Why? I don't know.
Because you're really in there. You're in.
I'm mixing.
That's your new
that's my hobby.
Hyperfixation.
Yes.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, that's my hyperfixation. Have you, what I was going to ask, there's a High Noon, which I'm now converted to High Noon over White Claw.
That's crazy. I have a High Noon in my fridge right now, except it's gigantic. My dad got it for me for Christmas in my stocking, and it's like quite literally huge. And I'm like afraid to open it. I think it's pineapple.
Oh, okay.
I don't
That's
know
fine.
that for sure, but I think.
That's cute. That was a gift.
Yeah. But anyway, what were you saying? Have I tried what?
They just came out with like basically a twisted tea pack. So it's like tea with lemon, tea with peach, tea
That
with
scares
something.
me.
And I get it. It's not like you don't go in thinking like, oh, this is going to be great, but it's got no carbonation.
Huh?
And that's what's kind of great about it. It's kind of just like goes down like water. Like if you needed to chug something, that
You
would
could
be
chug
it.
it.
Yeah, because
Does it taste like a twisted tea? Because I do not like twisted tea.
I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time I had a twisted tea, like by the brand.
So you don't really know.
So I don't really know. But
does it taste like sweet tea?
Yeah, it's tea and something.
I don't like sweet tea though.
Well, if you're ever here, you at least got to try one, and if you don't like it, I'll finish it. But
yeah, I mean, I'll try it before I knock it, but that does scare me a little.
I think you'd like the non-carbonated part.
Carbonation
You're not
part.
as in the.
Yeah,
I like the bubbles, but again, that's why I sip on things because you can't chug bubbles.
No, you can't. If they could make, if they could make it without bubbles, that'd be interesting. But I mean, I guess that's what they did with the Twisted Tea version of High Noon, or the High Noon version of Twisted Tea.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'll have to check that out maybe, or I'll maybe just wait until I come see you, which by the way,
I know. I was thinking, well, because I'm planning a trip to Denver later this month, and then the girlies picked our new date for when we want to do a girls trip in beginning of May, and then I've got Matt's wedding at the end of May, and then parents want to come, and
yeah, you got a lot going on. I got to fit in there somewhere.
Open, but then if it's not April, it's probably going to be after May. Which I guess we should talk about what we want to do. Should I go there? Should you come here? Should we go somewhere else?
Yeah, we should talk about that.
Because don't you have kind of a summer plan? Aren't you like doing a couple things?
Yeah, I am going to Seattle in May. I am going to. I was potentially gonna go to Aruba in June, but I don't think that that's gonna happen because with my PTO, I think there are other things I would rather do. Not that I wouldn't love to go to Aruba.
I was gonna say.
But it was for Nicole's birthday, and I feel like I'm just gonna let my dad and Nicole do that on their own and let them have their moment.
Yeah.
So June, I guess I'm doing nothing. July, though, I'm coming home for like more than a weekend because my mom's doing a beach house, and
that's right.
My uncle's coming from Seattle for that this year. And then August, I am going to try to go on another cruise with John.
Got it.
But I don't know if that'll happen in August because he started saying that he might want to go in the winter instead. But that's a long ways away. So I don't know.
What's so special about the winter? What's he got going on in the winter?
Nothing. I think he was just like, oh, maybe it'd be fun to like switch it up and go when it's like cold here. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know. Whatever you want.
I guess.
And then my dad does the beach house in Topsail.
Yeah.
Like the end of August, beginning of September. So I have a few things, but nothing crazy. Most of it's local besides the one Seattle.
Yeah, it sounds like June might be our month.
I think that could definitely work.
Yeah, I can vibe with that.
I don't know where we want to go, though, if we want to do here, there, or somewhere in between.
I know. I still got to figure out where my international trip's going to be this year and if I can get someone to go with me.
Oh, yeah. Greece.
Yeah, do you want to come?
Yeah.
I'd be for real down, like for realsies.
Should we go to Greece in June?
Like we take a week off. Let's go.
Yeah, I would be down. We should look into that.
Yeah, we should look into that.
Make any decisions, but yeah, we should.
Yeah,
consider all options.
Yeah, why not? That'd be fabulous. We can't be belugas. We'd really have to get on it.
Yeah, that's why I've been trying. That's why I've been.
I know. I'm saying that more for myself. I'm not saying that at you.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
not a beluga.
I know, but like that's why I'm trying to do what I'm doing because I can't have that this summer.
True.
I can't be I can't be walking around like the Michelin Man. That's just not what I'm.
No.
That's just not what I'm interested in.
That's fair.
Just saying. Just saying. If I was saying.
That's fair.
What else do we have to talk about? I don't know.
We kind of talked about Super Bowl. Well, there was like 3.
See, we were gonna talk about Valentine's Day and the Grammys, but I feel like the Grammys are the Grammys.
We
don't
kind
really
of talked
like,
about them with the Super
we talked
Bowl.
about it with the Kendrick, and then Valentine's Day is like, why are we talking about Valentine's Day? I mean, we can.
You know what, in a relationship, she's like,
I know, but it's like, what am I supposed to say? Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with my boyfriend on Valentine's Day. We're gonna go to the mountains and chill.
It's just a check. Yeah, that's all you had to say.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing, and it's our first Valentine's Day together, so that's super cute.
Stop! I thought y'all been together for over a year.
Almost. We started.
I guess it was after
really
your trip.
Getting to it in March.
Yeah.
Of last year, so we've been dating for like 9 months officially, but I mean,
damn, I thought it was longer.
We weren't.
Not that that's not a long ass time, because it is.
We weren't.
It's like 5 years
though.
In time.
In 3 months, we'll be together for a year, which I'm just like, wait, that's like a year is no time in the grand scheme of life,
right?
But when you're starting to date somebody, a year is like the first big milestone, and it's like, oh wait, this is not just like
I know
little hee hee ha ha. You know what I'm saying?
A little funsy.
Right.
Yeah,
so
I think it's so funny how I guess that was back at Christmas time, but he was like, when are we going to meet? And I was like, yeah. We haven't met? Question mark?
Yeah.
I feel like he just knows me through an extension of you, and that's fine.
Probably, yeah, he does. But I wonder when you guys will meet. Maybe.
No, we weren't home at Christmas at the same time, I don't think.
No. Yeah, maybe
and
next Christmas.
I guess.
Or maybe.
If I go there, then maybe he'll come or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
She goes, no.
We'll see. But yeah, Valentine's Day, we're doing nothing crazy. We're just going to the mountains. His parents have a mountain house like a few hours from here. So we're just going to go there and just keep it cozy, cute, wholesome, chill. And that's really all that there is to it.
Sure.
Are you doing anything for Valentine's?
Nope.
What about Galentine's?
I am doing Galentine's.
That's good.
Yeah. So the girly swirlies at work, one of my good friends, I love her. She's so funny. She's like, you're hosting Galentine's, right? And I just went with it. I was like, yeah, sure.
You're like, yeah, why not? I guess.
And she's like, I'm off the 12th, so can we do it on the 12th? And I was like, yeah.
Nice. She just appointed you for that role.
Yeah. And she was like, great. What's the theme and what are we doing? And I was like, okay, let me think.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm debating what we want to do. And I told her to invite people. She does this every time. She won't invite people. And then I'm like, girl. So I've been inviting people.
Okay, that's good. How many people do you work with? How many people are there at that office,
30,
I guess?
Well, gallery associates, I would say around 20.
Yeah.
Ish. Okay. And then we've probably got like 40 additional people that work in the hospitality side of things.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because you need a lot more staff for that, where I'd say Denver was like 30 people.
Okay.
So both small teams in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say 20-ish.
Okay. Well, that'll be fun to do a cute little Galentine's. I said this to you on the phone the other day, but I've literally never done a Galentine's, and I know that the response to that is, well, because you're doing something with your boyfriend. But my answer to that is,
you could do both, to be honest.
Exactly. Why have I not?
Yeah.
I mean, I have like one girlfriend in Charlotte, so maybe I'll do something with her, but she also has a boyfriend, so it's like, I don't know.
True. That's a good point. Most of your roommates in college had boyfriends, so that was probably part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it typically happens when there's one single friend that you like kind of feel bad for, and you're like, oh, let's do something the girls beforehand.
Yeah.
Which I do think this year I'm not typically a cheesy person, and I typically just treat it like a normal day, but I think I might get myself flowers this year just because I think I deserve that.
Yeah, you do.
You know?
And if nobody else is going to do it, you should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. You should do that.
Yeah.
Well,
might as well have a little romantic evening with myself.
You should get cozy, get cute, do
that
something
could be really
that
thrilling.
makes you happy. It could be really thrilling.
Yeah.
Is there any like Valentine's Day movies? You could watch a Valentine's Day
no.
movie. I know
That
you
sounds
hate
awful.
that.
I would read a book. I'd read like a romance book or something.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I forgot the books are a thing. I need to get back on my reading grind.
Me too. Maybe I could do a little spicy something.
Yeah,
Keep it
that'd be
interesting.
good. That'd be
I've got
good.
a book I'm halfway through. 2 books I'm halfway through. 3 books I'm halfway through.
Oh wow! It's
So I
just
just need
the number is climbing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Commitment issues, maybe.
Yeah. How do you read multiple books at once? I don't comprehend that.
Well, one's just like a lighthearted romance. One's like extra spicy, so you got to be in the mood.
Yeah.
And then the third one's a leadership book, so another one you have to be in the mood.
Oh yeah, it's different vibes. Okay, it's not just all 3
it's
like
not all
Colleen
the same.
Hoovers. Okay, I got you.
And typically, regardless of what it is, I'll push through even if I'm not in the mood.
Yeah.
But I started all 3 around the time I was moving, so I just haven't felt as drawn back.
I see.
So, but at least the light, easy read I should finish to get on the roll. And then I kind of want to, I think I want to listen to it, but I want to listen to Mel Robbins' Let Them book.
My mom has been trying to tell me about this lady for months, and I keep ignoring her. Not even ignoring her, but I keep like saying I'll get to it, and then I just haven't. And now I probably should, because I keep hearing this lady's name after my mom told me, and I'm like, maybe this is a sign.
Well, she has always been one of my favorite, like, inspirational people, self-help, life coach kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Because I just think she explains things very simplistic but intelligently.
Yeah.
And the reason why I put off, she's got this, what she's known for is this theory called like let them
theory. Yeah.
And I was just like, I get that. I don't know if I need to read a whole book about it. But then I was watching this girl review it yesterday, and she was just saying, like, I was hesitant to read this because I feel very grounded in my life and I understand the process of let them. But this went so much beyond like just let them, and it has a better explanation. So that sold me of like, okay, I'll listen.
Well, maybe I should listen to the podcast my mom sent me of her talking about let them, because
yeah, you should maybe start there.
She told me it was good, and I said okay, but then I just got busy. But that's no excuse. That's no excuse.
Yeah. Have you what was I gonna say? Have you read Atomic Habits?
No.
Because that's one I started reading. I stopped it for an entire year and then picked it back up exactly a year later, and I took a lot away the second time.
Yeah, no, I've heard that book is amazing, but I just haven't.
The first time I was like, this is mid, I know all this, and then
the second time you had
really just like one really good bit of info from the second half of the book, and I was like, oh, this explains so much.
Maybe I should give it a go one day.
Yeah, it's explained to me why once a cheater, always a cheater. And he didn't explain it in those ways. Like he was referring to it as habits, but I broke it down to that, and I was like, oh. It's just logic.
Oh, oh, I'll tell
shit.
You. Nobody about a cheater and nothing like that, but
oh damn.
Me and Sam were talking on the phone the other night, and we got in an argument about if exes can be friends or not.
Oh my gosh. He said yes, of course he did.
And I was just like, Sam, you need to seek help. Yeah, he would think because that. He would. I know. And if you're listening, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
Sam.
It's just
he knows it's not true. He's just hanging out.
I know. And I don't want to put his info on blast, so I'm not. But I'll tell you something when we get off the podcast about it that I was just like, dude,
is it what I think?
Crazy.
Is it
potentially,
who I think?
Potentially, but it's less about the who you think and what you think, and more about him doubling down on this claim that he has about the exes can't be friends theory. I'll just tell you when we're off the podcast. But moral of the story is they can't be friends. So for anybody listening, if you're questioning whether you should be friends with your ex or not, we're gonna have two opinions right here from two experts. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. But like, we both from experience just have knowledge and wisdom to say it normally doesn't work. Now there's nuance to every situation, of course, but 9 times out of 10 doesn't leave anyone unscathed. I'll just say that.
And if there was ever a time to be friends with an ex, I still think there has to be a significant year-long period before that happens. Like years long.
Years is plural.
It's not that it can't happen. It's just that it shouldn't and doesn't happen right away.
No, and even I just don't believe in it. I just don't.
Well, and it's the same concept of people are like, someone came back in my life. And it's like, they left for a reason.
For a reason. They'll probably do it again.
Yes. Whoever left the first time, someone's going to leave again.
Repeats itself. Yeah. So anyway, that's just, I gotta say something to you about that when we're done. But
okay.
I guess on that note, we can wrap up unless you have anything else to add. But I feel like that was a good chat.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more episodes. We post every week on YouTube as well as Spotify and Apple Music. I'm not really sure if it goes anywhere else, but to be honest, if you listen anywhere else, please keep it moving. Yeah, she's at HRenzuli and I'm at Canacasto, and we will see you guys in another episode real soon. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.